Hello and welcome to East Brunswick Lady Bear High School basketball. And tonight their opponent is the Old Bridge Lady Knights. Old Bridge comes in here with a record of 5-9. The Bears are presently on a roll at 12-2. And the tap and it goes to Jill Kenny. Breen with a three-pointer. And Breen's off. Jen Razat with the ball. And the Bears appear to be playing man-to-man. Good movement there.
We end up with a guy's ball. The guy's ball.
Okay, we got timeout. I think we something unusual. They have a boys basketball instead of a girls basketball, and a lot of people don't know that there are two separate types of basketball. One is meant for the boys and one is meant for the girls. The girls, of course, being just a fraction lighter and a little bit smaller. And so while as we try to straighten this out, you take a look at Reggie Carney trying to, Kristen Breen, of course, has that authentic touch, bounces the ball and says, this is the one. And so we'll try to get it going back again. An auspicious start. I'm Phil Hill here, and as you can tell, I'm alone right now, and we expect a little support in the form of Pete Haskell or Jimmy Allinder. Dina Butters with the ball. Okay, underneath the Butters. 33 shoots, and she's off. Rebound by Breen. Breen pushes it up. Bride to Kenny. There's a steal. Another steal. By Breen. Okay, the game's starting off a little rocky, as well as the announcing, but we'll get it together. Knights put it in. And as I said, the Bears, who have been on a roll, winning 3 consecutive games since a loss to Piscataway, playing tough defense. Down underneath, all right. And that's Dina Butters. And Butters, she's a transfer from Holy Cross, a 6-foot sophomore, scores the first basket of the game. Old Bridge Lady Knights playing man-to-man as well. Good movement under the Breen, puts it up, lefty, won't go. And rebound off Papania. Full court pressure trapping defense right there. And knocked out by Amy Hansen. And Reggie Carney's calling for a timeout. Not happy about something he's seen. And as I mentioned earlier, the game has started off rather slowly there. Nobody seems to be in the flow of it, and Reggie Carney's telling about it. Let's hear what Reggie has to say.
It should be intercepted. We only deflect it. They're running you all over the ground down here. You're not denying it all.
Come on, guys.
I've already told you about this. You're not ready to play. If you can't get your body going, then get off the floor right now. Get out there.
Okay. Well, you heard it. Reggie, just a wake-up call here, pointing out that they really don't look like they're ready to play. They don't look quite that sharp. Quite understandable, perhaps coming off their biggest victory this year, a 56-55 overtime win against Bishop R, and they have yet to get it going. A kick ball by McBride. And to Butters. Butters puts it up and she scores again. Dina Butters. The only points in the game, 4 points for Dina Butters. Hansen. Amy Hansen with a three-pointer. The trapping defense right here. Lady Knights trying to move it up. There's a steal there. Nikki McBride with a good hand in there. And the Lady Bears will take control. Okay, official standing right on top of it, and Amy Hansen with a dribble backcourt. And the Lady Knights will take over. Good drive. And I'll tell you, that's Butters, Jen Rosant with the basket there. And the Knights lead 6-3.
Reverse the basketball.
Reggie Carney be yelling reverse it. A good drive there. Won't go down. And they're tied up on the court. Papania and Jen Rosant. And you have Gio Oreo coming in. Along with Liz Hansen. Liz Cannon. Okay, nice trapping defense there. And the ball's turned over, the Bears will take it. You got Liz Cannon and Jill Kenny on the trap there.
Don't reach over, okay?
Cut.
Jill Kenny drives, puts it up, and she's fouled.
White 25.
And Kenny will go to the line to shoot two. Jill Kenny has been a regular contributor to this Bear team. Plays good, solid defense, and when the offense is needed, she can put it up. And sinks the first one. And if you're Reggie Carney, one thing you got to be pleased: the foul shooting by the ladies Bears have been phenomenal as of late. And when you get to the tournaments, counties, and states, you're going to need that.
We're in black. Pick
And
up
Kenny
black.
sinks the second.
Liz, where you going?
Okay, trapping defense once again. And it's stolen away. Hansen from Nicole Spadafino. I take that back. Spadoff, Judy Spadoff. And the ball will go the other way. It's a little sloppy right now. You can expect things to settle down very soon. And Ken Bucksbaum, first-year coach of the Obrids Knights, but of course the 19 years he spent at Madison Central and calls timeout. But let's listen in to Reggie right now.
Chris and Jill are right there. All right, Liz right now is there. Amy's here. So again, we're in black. Once that ball is inbounded, again, you got to yell, okay? Then we take the girl that's inbounding the basketball. Again, ready? Gio and whomever traps, all right? We take this away, so the only thing open right now is here, and she reads that side of the floor, okay? Keep pushing the ball. Look, if you don't have anything down here, run X. The first time down the floor, we don't run it. The second time down the floor, we don't run it. Just run X if you don't have it. Let's go.
Go, Bears. Do you want me to?
Come on, defense. 1, 2, 3, defense.
Okay, 4:27 left in the first quarter, and right now, Lady Knights have the lead, 6-5. And there's a foul. Liz Cannon on a reach in there.
Green 43. 4-3 green push.
And that's the first team foul for the Bears. And Gio Oreo, as she often does, ties her up. And the Bears will take control of that.
Where you going?
Ooh, Jill Kenny once again. And another quick basket by the Bears. So quick I didn't catch it. We'll try to see if we can pick up on that.
Get the 10, get the 10, get the 10!
Oh, a good drive. And that's Jen Rassant. And Jen Rassant knows how to play this game, was a star last year for Madison Central. Showing her skills there. And you hear Reggie Carney in the background calling out a play. Down to Jill Kenny Lowe. Jill spins, looking. Back out to Hanson, over to Oreo. Over to Breen. Breen looking to shoot. Drives. Back out to Hanson. Hanson puts it up. Won't go. And Gio Oreo. And she has become learned to become a force on the boards.
Get set again, come on!
And I think that's on Oreo with the reach in. And yes, it is. Gio Oreo only 5'10", but just terribly aggressive on the on the board, and does a super job. Movement down to Butters, and it's stolen by Papanilla. Up to Hanson, over to Breen. Breen puts it up and down. Kristen Breen with her first two, unless she scored that other basket. We'll find out. And cannot be controlled. Judy Spadoff couldn't control it. It's off to the side there. The Bears will take over.
Here we go. Good. Good
Move by Hanson. The ball just won't go down. There's a drive. And it's off the Bears. No, it's off Oldbridge. The Bears will control.
Oh, Nick, you had it.
There's a move over. Kenny. Papanilla puts it up. Won't go.
Patricia, square up. Patricia, square up. Patricia.
Jamie Spohr with the rebound. Spadoff. Lady Knights looking to find some room here. Bring it back. They bring it back out. And there's a foul.
34 green. 3-4 green hole. Subs come out.
Okay. Oreo and Liz Cannon come back in. And we also have Nicole Spadafino, number 22 on the floor for Oldbridge. And there's a foul, the second one, I believe it is on Oreo. Gio Oreo with her second foul. And they're tied up there. Okay, the Knights trying to get the ball in. Minute 30 left in the first quarter. Spohr puts it up, won't go. Papanilla with the ball, top of the key. By Innerfield's in. Ball won't go down. 1:05 left in the first quarter. Bears lead 13-8.
What are we doing now? Eric can play back. Eric can play back. Jesse, come on.
Trapping defense there, and Breen just takes it away from her. Tie it up, and the Bears will have possession of the ball. 59 seconds left in the first quarter.
Pass to Liz. You're going to the corner. Up. Reverse it.
Down to Cannon, and she's fouled. And you take a good look, Liz Cannon coming back. Liz Cannon, of course, had missed several games. We mentioned earlier last week, lost to grandmother, went out to Utah, came back in time to help the Bears out to a big victory over Bishop R with 10 points, and misses her first shot here. And misses the second. Cole Spadafino with the pass over, and yes, Jill Rothman with the basket. 35 seconds. Go, Jill Kinney driving. Pushes out to Cannon. Cannon puts it down. Liz Cannon coming back with a nice touch. Spadafino trying to get it in.
Get the 10. Get the 10. Get the 10.
Okay, there's a steal by Hanson over to Kinney. And Kinney puts it down. Pressure defense, trapping defense once again. And I'll tell you, 3 seconds left, but the Lady Knights are having a terribly tough time trying to get the ball up the court.
51. Come on, go, Erica.
Jill Kinney with the ball, 3 seconds. Somebody's got to shoot. Hanson puts it up a little too late. It will not count. And so at the end of the first quarter, we have it 17-10. Lady Bears leading. And as we try to sort out things here, my good buddy Pete Haskell comes in to rescue us from this travesty that's going on there. Pete, how you doing?
Phil. Nice to join you.
Okay, good. Glad to have some company, I'll tell you. We're struggling here a little bit. We have some numbers that were just handed to us for the Lady Knights. I'm not sure. They got duplicate numbers here, and so we're going to do the best we can. I'll give you what I have, Pete.
All right, we'll wade our way through it one way or another.
And for those fans listening, play-by-play obviously isn't my skill, so terribly glad to have Pete Haskell there. Yes,
all right.
Definitely so.
Well, it seems as if that East Brunswick defense really turning things around for the Bears when it was very close here.
Well, Pete, defense is the name of the game, always has been the name of the game for Lady Bears, and they get a lot of their baskets on transitions. And once again, Reggie Carney called a timeout early on in the first period, got on their case and just said, hey, we're not playing our game. And that turned up the intensity a little bit, and they've been fine ever since.
Well, East Brunswick's going to try to continue with that defense, although the Lady Knights will get things going here in period number 2. And the Bears with that traditional, very tough man-to-man defense as the Knights try to kick things around. Rosanna up top between the rings now, and again, East Brunswick in that tough man defense as things are being cut off at the pass by Breen. Seems as if Oldbridge having trouble finding anybody even near the free throw line. The defense is so tough.
Well, as you pointed out, they've turned the heat up a little bit. There's a steal. Breen getting the steal, but they turned the heat up a little bit. And when the Bears do that, they're terribly tough to deal with, even for the best of teams.
East Brunswick will try to move that ball around and set screens as it traditionally does and try to open things up as Hanson is on the wing. Some good defense by the Knights, though. East Brunswick trying to get the ball inside. McBride works it around, and here comes the steal coming the other way to Rosant, and she comes up with the left but can't sink it. Good defense, though, by the Lady Knights of Oldbridge.
Rosant felt somebody on her back there, thought she might draw the foul, and just forgot to put the basket down.
Kenny over to Breen. Breen up top. East Brunswick not looking to get the ball inside, although sometimes they like to post it up if possible. And Hanson is going to get called for steps, I believe. East Brunswick turns it over. Bears with a 17-10 lead. Less than 2 minutes gone by in period number 2. It'll be Rosant to inbound. And again, that full court pressure by East Brunswick. And Phil, nearly a 5-second violation there as well. Vecchio ahead of the field. The layup is no good by Matthews, but a whistle.
And I tell you, Pete, if Old Bridge stands any chance of staying in this game, they got to hit them layups. That's 3 layups we've seen that should have been easy baskets. They weren't able to put them down.
It's a very good point, especially when you're in an uphill battle against a quality team like East Brunswick. You can't afford to miss any of the chippies.
That's for sure. And your guess is as good as mine as who's at the line.
Jennifer Whiteson is at the free throw line. And you've got to hit your free throws, too. Any of those gimmies you've got to be able to put down, and Whiteson misses the first free throw. And the second one, back iron around. She gets the friendly roll. East Brunswick now leading 17-11, less than 6.5 to play in period number 2. Breen, side court now to Cannon, looking for Hansen. Now gets it out to Hansen. It's Breen on the right side. East Brunswick with some decent three-point shooters as well.
And I think Hansen just lost it on the dribble there.
Dribble the ball off her foot.
Excuse me, Nikki McBride missed it.
Yep, McBride dribbled it off her foot. And then Jill Kenny will check into the game, replacing Nikki McBride. Full court pressure again. Reggie Carney wants to put all kinds of pressure on this Old Bridge team. And there's a running layup, a racing layup by Deanna Vecchio. And it's 17-13. Old Bridge trying to up the tempo.
And Breen traveled.
She got into the lane, but she took steps, and that wasn't going to help her. So another turnover for East Brunswick, and again, full court pressure. And again, some trouble getting the ball in bounds. Nearly another turnover. That pressure really causing problems.
Disconcerting, that's for sure. And I tell you, when you have a team such as Old Bridge, they've had a tough year. As I said, they come in here 5-9. And when you get the quality of a team as the Bears here, who aren't going to take any pity on you just because you don't seem to be having a good year, it makes for a rough night.
Yes, it does. And East Brunswick at this point just trying to jockey for position in terms of the state seeds for the state tournament. Today is the cutoff date, so any kind of victory will help out. And that full court pressure again causing problems, nearly a 5-second violation, and now the turnover is Papania comes up with the ball and a whistle inside, and that defense paying dividends again. Foul being called on Jennifer Whiteson, and East Brunswick will inbound in its own front court.
And just the third team foul for the Knights.
Inbound is to Kenny. Kicks it back in the corner for Breen. All day to shoot it, but can't sink it anyway. And the Knights pushing it again, going the other way, and losing control of the basketball, Marilyn Matthews. And Phil, you would think that a team like Old Bridge would want to control the ball
no doubt about
and run
it.
clock.
You took the thoughts right out of my mind. No way in the world can they run with a team like the Bears. And you think, right, just to control it. They're matched pretty evenly height-wise, though, so in order to control it, you got to control the boards as well.
Jumper is good by Jennifer Rosant. It's 17-15, and as talented as this East Brunswick team is, just a 2-point lead for the Bears with 5:20 to play in the second.
And Rosant had 18 points against Woodbridge, so she's starting to heat up a little bit.
And there's something that we mentioned a moment ago. East Brunswick trying to get the ball inside Papania, and that usually is what gets things going. The inside-outside game, the three-point shooters, the solid inside play, and you can open things up that way.
No doubt about it.
Breen gets the ball into the paint. She's triple-teamed as they collapse defensively. And East Brunswick will reset with Breen. Zone defense by Old Bridge.
Jill Kenny thinking about shooting, pulls it back down.
Yeah, she did think about it and thought twice. Breen down low. Cannon with the turnaround's good. That's that low post play.
And Liz Cannon, can't say enough about her. Again, since she's come back from Utah, has been a big help certainly to the Bears.
4-point edge and a near turnover, but Matthews comes up with it. Front court for Vecchio. Vecchio with a running layup, off balance, no good. Cannon with the board, and it seems like every Old Bridge layup is off balance.
That's right. Vecchio off balance, don't mind giving up the body, but she's not in control.
That's right. She has to square herself to the basket and exhibit a little bit of control with that ball instead of just whacking it up off the backboard.
You got a 2-on-1.
Substitution for East Brunswick. Giovanna Oriol checking in. And a whistle as Cannon took a look-see.
Okay, they're calling.
Illegal pick they're calling.
Yeah, they're calling that on Amy Hansen. Amy saying who me, but the official standing right there.
So it is a 4-point lead for East Brunswick, and the Bears over the limit. That means a 1-1 as Marilyn Matthews goes to the free throw line.
And Matthews just a 5'6" sophomore, so she'll certainly be back. So all the experience she can get this year will certainly serve Ken Bucksbaum well.
Always a difficult situation when you have a couple of schools and you merge them together, and not only aren't players familiar with the system, but the players have to become familiar with each other.
An excellent point, Pete. People would think that you have more to choose from, so therefore things would be easier. Not so. You can ask Bob DeMarco in football even. Not much of a gift as you might think.
So Matthews sinks both free throws. Again, the Bears lead is down to 2, less than 4.5 to play in the first half. Oriole looking, and McBride couldn't hang on, and a turnover. So now Old Bridge with an opportunity to tie this game.
I'll tell you, I don't know how they did. Pete, I'm looking around, and they just sort of snuck back into this game.
Well, they don't necessarily look pretty, but they've been effective, and they have been very aggressive. Long pass down to Spalthoff, and she can't control it, and Old Bridge maintains possession as Vickia will try to reset. That's Matthews on the right side. Down low to Whiteson. She'll take the turnaround J off the mark. And again, it seems like almost every shot is being rushed in some way, shape, or form.
Instead of settling down.
Rosanne with the interception at the other end. Lady Knights will take a timeout.
I think Ken Bucksbaum saw the same thing you did, Pete, and he's trying to get his team to settle down. Right now, they're very much in the game. Reggie Carney, I see smoke coming out his ears. I'm sure he has something to say to his team.
So East Brunswick with a 2-point edge, 19-17. We are midway through this second period, and as we've alluded to, it would seem that East Brunswick should have control.
Okay, let's hear what Reggie has to say.
There is no timing, there is nothing. Some of you already are looking up in the bleachers. You look up in the bleachers again, you in particular, you ain't playing anymore, okay? Maybe that's half the problem today. We're all over the place today. We don't have a clue what we're doing out here, but we're all over the place. Well, welcome back to reality. Because guess what? Bishop Bar is over. This team is planning us up one side of our gym and down the other. Another memorable home game. Bears, 1, 2, 3, Bears.
Let's go, guys.
Pete, what that's all about, Reggie's been bemoaning the fact that when the Bears are at home, they haven't played particularly well. He's talking about the fact that they just came off perhaps their biggest win of the year, a victory overtime victory over Bishop Bar, and he still thinks that's in their head. He's telling them to get rid of that and play ball now.
Well, based on what we've seen in this first half, it seems as if he could very well be right, as East Brunswick has struggled against a team that really East Brunswick shouldn't have trouble with. Roseanne heading to the hoop, another off-balance shot.
Out of control. You want to say one thing to that night team, settle down and get in control.
Breen in control in the paint with a left hand, no good. And the rebound comes to Roseanne, and smartly she will slow it down. Roseanne setting up, now she gives up the dribble, an unwise decision because she's being pressured. Matthews on the wing. Inside, good defense that time by Ariel, and Old Bridge will reset. But now showing a little bit more patience. Nice cutter through the lane. Brick City off the board, and the rebound comes to McBride. East Brunswick the other way. Kenny in the front court, corner for Breen, long range 2. No good, and Old Bridge with a rebound, and East Brunswick not boxing out effectively that time.
Okay, little Lady Knights have to look to get something going. Of course, they'd be happy to keep the score the way it is for some time now.
Good defense by Kristen Breen as she knocked the ball off of Jennifer Rosant. And a substitution now is Nicole Spadafino.
And Nicole
checks into the game.
Spadafino, of course, the daughter of the affable East Brunswick High School coach Nick Spadafino. Nicole, an outstanding soccer player for the Knights.
It's a good word, affable.
He is a nice guy.
Breen, long range, Jay, no good. Rebound batted around. Rosant comes up with it. Kenny takes a hand in it and stops that break. And it's just the little things like that, a little hand in there, and otherwise it would have been an easy layup the other way. I shouldn't say easy, it would have been a layup the other way.
And she traveled.
Spalthoff was taking a walk through the park on that one. as she took steps. East Brunswick with a 2-point edge, 19-17 over Old Bridge, 2:17 remaining in the first half.
And if I'm Ken Bucksbaum, I really would slow things down. I mean, you're 2 points out, a few turnovers here and there. Maybe you frustrate East Brunswick a little bit, but of course if you try to slow it down, they're going to trap you and steal the ball, so maybe there's a no-win situation.
Kenny in the paint, and she took steps. Old Bridge playing the man defense, and East Brunswick just seemingly out of sync through a good part of this first half. Rosette facing full court pressure, gets it into Spalthoff, and here racing the other way is Spadafino. Side court jumper is no good by Rothman, but a whistle. And that foul will go against the Lady Knights.
Oh, excuse me.
Marilyn Matthews getting whistled for the foul, and no backcourt pressure by Old Bridge. Although Lady Knights will make a substitution with Jennifer Whiteson checking in for Judy Spalthoff.
And the Bears have been known this year to go blank. We'll talk about it a little bit later, Pete, but they went 12 minutes and 54 seconds against Piscataway without scoring. And that is something unheard of for a Reggie Carney team.
Nice layup that time as Oriole snuck in. You certainly hope that you're not going to go scoreless against an Old Bridge team. Piscataway plays great defense. And a tie-up by Oriole, who's very active in her
Oriole's just
minutes here.
An aggressive player, 5'10", a super rebounder for her height, and she's a fighter.
Hanson will inbound in the Bears front court. Hanson still looking. Gets it out to Oriole in the paint, one dribble. Back out now to Kenny. Left side for Breen. Bears might want to try to get that ball inside. And a little dipsy-do. Nikki McBride sinking the bucket.
Fine move by Nikki McBride. And Nikki McBride has been there all year as a supporter. We know Breen is the top scorer for this Bear team, but when you need up more scoring, Nikki McBride always comes up with the big basket.
So McBride will go to the free throw line. And the front end of the 1-and-1 is no good, but Breen with a rebound. Breen in traffic. And looking for Hanson, throws it away. So East Brunswick with 4 consecutive points now with a 6-point edge, 23-17, minute 14 to play in the first half, and again some pressure defense by the Bears. Jamie Sporer working against Breen, gives up the dribble and throws it over to Matthews. Matthews working against Kenny, drops it off on the wing for Rothman. Up top now for Spadafino. Less than a minute to play in the half. Some patience being shown. And in traffic is Whiteson, who gets rid of the basketball. This is Benny up top.
And I'll tell you, the Bears frustrating them right now. Spadafino with a shot.
That's one of the better shots we've seen, although it's no good. And Kenny comes up with a board. 40 seconds to play in the half. Here's Breen, one-on-one with a left hand, no good.
She's missed that left-hander twice today there, Pete. Uncharacteristic and not even hit metal on it. You got to wonder.
Well, Spadafino got the rebound, but then threw it away. And East Brunswick takes over with 33 seconds to go in the first half and a 6-point lead. Get the impression Reggie Carney is hoping by half number 2 the cobwebs will be gone. Breen no good, but Oriole up, and it counts on a foul.
And that's what I'm talking about. She's always there on the boards. Gio Oriole, 5'10", sophomore, and put that one up, then put it down.
Seems like she could be one of those prototypical Reggie Carney players.
Well, you know Reggie's going to develop her. Send her to the camps, get her in AAU. By the time she's a senior, she'll be a real good one.
Liz Cannon checking back in for the Bears as Oriole hits the first free throw.
And Oriole has 7 points.
Tapania now checks in for Oriole. And it'll be Zabeni with the inbound, and again full court pressure for East Brunswick. And the Knights really seem confused by the full court pressure, and another forced turnover. You know, there are unforced turnovers and there are forced turnovers, and that was very much a forced turnover. 25 seconds to go in this half, and East Brunswick will try to add another bucket. Comes up top for Kenny. Left side for Hanson, 18-footer. No good. Rebound batted around. East Brunswick keeping it alive, but Old Bridge comes up with it. And then it's Whiteson stepping on the end line. So just a tough stretch for the Lady Knights of Old Bridge.
No doubt about it.
Hanson will trigger from underneath her own basket. And to Kenny in traffic in the corner. She gets out of traffic. Now it's Breen with a long-range tray, no good. And the rebound batted around before Oldbridge comes up with it. 7 seconds to play in the half. The release, the rejection by Cannon, and 3 seconds to play in the half.
I'll tell you, good hand by Liz Cannon. Nicole Spadafino there thought she had the layup, and Cannon came out of nowhere.
So Oldbridge, with 3 seconds, will do the stack and get the ball into Matthews. He's in trouble. She gets off the shot, rims out, no good, and that was the longest 3 seconds I think we've seen in a while. But either way, the first half comes to an end. So East Brunswick 26 and Oldbridge 17 of the Bears with a 7-0 run to end that second period.
Jill Kinney is smart, and she got hit with the ball. Reggie Carney had taken a look at her right now, but she took a shot to the nose there. She seems to be all right. But
no blood, no foul, I guess.
No blood, no foul. Well, I'll tell you, Pete, again, Reggie's going to talk to him a little bit at halftime. They still got traces of that great victory over Bishop Bar on their mind. I expect them to come out the second half and certainly turn up the intensity. On the other hand, if you're Oldbridge, you got to settle down a little bit and take what they give you. Of course, the Bears don't give you too much, but you can't be going in with off-balance shots hoping that you're going to get something.
Well, patience and poise, 2 key words that Oldbridge needs to be thinking about, and East Brunswick just needs to turn up the intensity. Again, we're at halftime. East Brunswick leading Oldbridge 26-17. We'll have the second half coming right up. We're getting set for half number 2. Pete Haskell along with Phil Hill. East Brunswick leading Oldbridge 26-17. And Phil, it was 19-17 late in that second half before the Bears went on that 7-0 run and seemed to take charge a little bit after a Reggie Carney timeout.
Well, you know, we're not really surprised about it. When you think about it, Oldbridge comes in here scoring 43.2 points per game and giving up 50.8 points per game, while the Bears come in scoring 61 points per game and giving up 39 points per game. So we knew something had to change.
And East Brunswick with the pressured defense getting it done in that first half. Oldbridge probably needs to settle down just a little bit and make some smart decisions along the way. Vicchio will inbound as Oldbridge in the white moves from right to left in half number 2. This is Vicchio, who's watched by McBride. Vicchio comes for Matthews. Matthews looks for the jumper again. That tough defense by Hanson, who nearly comes up with a steal. And again, East Brunswick fighting for that loose ball on the ground. And a possession arrow on the jump ball will go to East Brunswick.
And the Bears appear to have come out after the half there and turned up the intensity a little bit. They were only in the half court there, but you could see it.
So this will be Breen bringing it into the front court for McBride. That's Papanea, who's joined by Hanson and Cannon as we start half number 2, and a turnover for East Brunswick as Rothman comes up with it. And again, it'll be Vicchio deliberately bringing the ball across the midcourt line. And again, that very active defense by Papanea, although she gets whistled for the foul, but that's the kind of aggressiveness that you want to see.
And Reggie doesn't even bother to take a look at it. It's Papanea's second foul, but he likes the intensity.
And that's what East Brunswick needs to do. Vicchio into Rothman, who will look back for Vicchio but can't find her, so she'll put the ball on the floor. And another thing we've seen Oldbridge do a lot of is the players give the dribble before they have anything to do with the ball. All of a sudden they're pressured or doubled up and they're in big trouble. Right to the basket is Rosan, who can't hit. Ball goes out of bounds on the rebound, and East Brunswick will take it over once again.
Rosan took one giant big step. I guess the official said no use calling that before she took off. Got away with it.
So this will be Breen into the front court as East Brunswick spreads out the floor. And again, that inside-outside game, usually effective. Into the paint, McBride. Nice job drawing the foul against Vicchio as she saw she was being fouled and just kind of tossed the ball up over her head to make sure she got the 2 shots, and that's exactly what she'll get. So McBride goes to the free throw line, where she is hitting 56% from the line. Averages 9.5 points a game. First free throw is good. McBride is now 1 of 2 from the line on the contest, now with 3 points. East Brunswick with a 10-point bulge, and all of a sudden things starting to improve for East Brunswick. Next one rattles out.
Rosan with a rebound.
She has played a pretty effective game for Oldbridge.
That's for sure.
So Rossant will look for Vecchio for some help, but McBride's not going to let her do it. And again, Olbridge giving up the dribble before there's anything going on. Down low, it's Matthews who's in traffic, and a block beautifully by Cannon. And that, they'll call the jump ball, and the possession arrow goes to Olbridge this time, but great defense by Liz Cannon.
I'll tell you, the type of things you don't see in a box score, but there's certainly types of things that make a difference in a championship team.
So Matthews will reset, and some good patience being shown by Olbridge. And Vecchio again will try to get things going. Here's Rossant. She goes to the basket, off balance layup, no good. And McBride with a board. 6:15 to go in period number 3. East Brunswick with a 10-point bulge. Long range jumper is well off the mark for Hansen. But they call the quick jump ball that time.
Quick jump ball, I'll tell you.
So East Brunswick will regain possession as Hansen will inbound. Hansen looking, comes way up top for Breen. She looks for the 3, but Vecchio won't give it to her. So she comes right side for McBride, who will take the long range jumper, no good. And the rebound comes to Spaltoff. Vecchio quickly on the run, no good. And it's going to be Hansen with a board. Hansen will all pass it to the front court. Now it's McBride. Back out for Breen, 15-footer good.
Okay, Liz Cannon starting that fast break there, and they end up at the basket. And timeout by Olbridge, I believe.
That's right, so the Lady Knights call a timeout, 29-17, East Brunswick leading with 5:36 to play in the third period. And let's hear what Reggie Carney has to say about the way his team has started things out in half number 2.
Yes, they throw the ball side to side. So right now, just remember, look, you're going to line up in fists. They're only going to have one girl back. You run up and deny the kid. Then the 2 wings be ready right now. You're coming up to deny, and you're coming up to deny. We're showing fists, but we're pressing. Last time they only left one girl back when we showed our half-court trap. So again, if they only show one girl, now come up and try and sucker them into a turnover. Let's go. Come on, defense. 1, 2, 3.
Defense!
Come on.
Not a heck of a lot to talk about that time. The last time out, we heard Carney a little bit upset about the way things are going. This time, a little bit more pleased about the way things are going, and basically keep up the good work. East Brunswick on what is now a 10-0 run. And the pressure defense again. McBride comes up with the ball, has it stripped. And Olbridge comes up with a good defense by Spadafino. And here comes Rossant against all kinds of pressure. Spaltoff, cross-court pass, and a nice play as Jennifer Whiteson sinks the bucket. And Whiteson now with 3, 29-19. Cannon in traffic, can't get it done. And it'll be Olbridge coming the other way. 5 minutes and change to play in this third period. Rossant deliberately, and again gives up the dribble for no apparent reason. Here comes Breen one-on-one. Breen can't hit it, but she got the foul as Rossant thought she was getting ball, and Rossant a little bit upset with that call, but Rossant gets whistled.
I'll tell you, Breen should be upset. Breen caught it on the side of the jaw there. You see her twisting her face, and she just shook it off. But Kristen Breen, how good is Kristen Breen? Against Bishop R, she scored the last 9 points in the overtime against Bishop R, 7 in overtime. So when you look for a leader in crunch time, Kristen Breen is that person, and she always comes through.
Breen is averaging 23 points a game as she sinks the first one, shooting 66% from the free throw line.
And of course, that 23 points is leading the county, as she has been all year.
So Breen with poise to hit both free throws. She's a 5'7" senior. Little pressure in the backcourt by Cannon, and nearly a turnover by Sporer, who gets off to Spadafino. Spadafino being pressured, and she dribbles off out of control. Long-range jumper, no good by Matthews, and the long board comes to Breen, pushing it up court. She's racing with Cannon. Cannon, no good, but she is hammered.
She is hammered for sure.
Well, Olbridge intent on not going out, not going down without a struggle, as Sporer gets whistled for the foul.
Well, the old saying, let them know they were in a game, even if we're going to lose it. But Cannon, again, I mentioned her several times, but she's been a big lift. Cannon had been away in Utah on family matters for several games. Came back in time enough for the Bishop R game where she scored 10 important points and just picked up 2 additional free throws there.
Cannon now with 6 points in that full court pressure as Ruthman gets off to Spadafino in the backcourt, and Cannon hounding her. And a near steal, and it is a steal. Oriole for Breen, good, counted a foul.
And
so
Spadafino's beside herself, feeling that she got ball, but Breen going up, putting the ball up with her left hand, and of course going for an old-fashioned three-point play.
Well, all of a sudden, East Brunswick is looking to run away and hide in this one now with his 16-point edge. And we still have more than halfway to go in this third period. Bears really have turned it up in this third. Breen can't sink it, so she still has 10, but Ruthman can't hold on, and East Brunswick gets another shot. So I guess when it rains, it pours.
You took the words out of my mouth.
I didn't mean to do that. Bears with the inbound. Right side now, it's Hanson. Hanson comes up top for Breen. Long range three, in and out.
They should give her one for that.
I think that's horseshoe that you're referring to when you get the near misses. This is Spadafino dribbling and gets it off to Zabini. Right side for Matthews, down low, jumper no good. Rebound up and in as Rothman was not boxed out. Rothman now with 4 points. It's 35-21 East Brunswick. 3:55 to go in the third. Cannon will look at the long range shot, gets it into Giovanna though, Oriole, and she's back out to Hanson. Breen doesn't take the screen, but a nice screen and roll, and an easy bucket for Hanson.
Give and go.
Well, that's just textbook basketball. 5 points for Hanson. Bears with a 16-point edge, and that is going to be a traveling violation at Spadafino.
And Spadafino a little frustrated there. Here we pointed out her father, Nick, coaches here. She's coming here. I know she wants to do well, and the intense pressure that the Bears are putting on and is making it unbearable.
Sure, Old Bridge knows how good this East Brunswick team is, and there is a natural rivalry just by geography that the schools are so close together, right down Route 18 from each other. This is Hanson with a 15-footer. Can't get it, and East Brunswick battling for the rebound, but Rothman is tied up by Cannon, and this time the possession arrow goes to Old Bridge. Old Bridge trailing 37-21. Spadafino to inbound it again. Cannon putting the pressure on.
Kristen, get to the middle.
Good pressure defense by East Brunswick. Side court jumper, Matthews can't hit it, and Breen with the rebound. East Brunswick pushing it up court now. Breen on the fly, 15-footer, all net for Kristen Breen.
Talk about textbook.
And that was smooth. Pull-up jumper off the dribble. A lot of players can't make that shot. This is Spadafino. Side court jumper now for Rothman, who can't get it. The long rebound to Breen, who seems to be all over the court now, Phil.
Here comes the Bears.
It's Kenny for Breen. She'll take that three one more time. Air ball, though, and that's the way things are going for Old Bridge. Spaltoff had the air ball right in her hands, and it trickled off her fingers.
Sort of uncharacteristic for Kristen Breen, though. Clearly off balance and just sort of flicked it up with the wrist there. Maybe she thought she was going to draw the foul.
East Brunswick still with possession, though, as Hanson gets it into Breen. Left side for McBride. She'll take the three, no good. And a long board comes to Zabini. And Zabini nearly throws it away. Spaltoff can't track it down, but Spadafino does into the front court. Spadafino wisely slowing it down for Zabini. That's Matthews with the jumper, no good. And Oriole, good position, able to come down with a board. 2-on-1 if they hurry, but they can't get it quickly enough, so McBride will spin it back out. Hanson, long-range jumper, around and out. And the rebound for Zabini, and she nearly has it taken away by Breen hustling on defense. Spadafino taking her time into the front court. Minute 50 to play in the third. East Brunswick by 18. Short-range jumper, no good. And Hanson nearly tied up, but swings it off to McBride. Here's Breen racing. Breen tracks it down, throws it up behind her, but can't get it. And Matthews with the board, puts the ball on the floor, and she is racing into the front court. 3-on-2 if she hurries, out of control, but she's fouled. And Marilyn Matthews seemed to be a little bit out of control, but she was fouled by Papania.
Out of control and was just about to use the forearm to ward off Papania when the official called the foul on Letitia.
Quick jumper off the inbound, no good by Spaltoff.
Tell you, some bodies, two night players hit together there.
No injuries, and no one seemed shaken up on the play. So East Brunswick will take over, 1:29 to play in the third. Bears with a 39-21 edge. And this is Kenny working against Spadafino. East Brunswick with some good screening as McBride on the wing. A cutter is Breen, and she's fouled as she cuts through the lane. And with Oldbridge over the limit, we're looking at a 1-1. Not yet, I guess.
Nope, not quite.
Ball comes on the left side now. McBride cross court for Breen. Long range jumper off the mark, and McBride gets the board for East Brunswick. She'll turn it around and throw it up no good. And the rebound comes to Sporer. Full court pressure by East Brunswick still as Breen all over the ball, and a forced turnover that time, or nearly a forced turnover, as Oldbridge somehow manages to stay in possession, and then Breen sliding into the picture from behind.
Well, I'll tell you, it's just that killer instinct there. I mean, clearly the Bears are up by 18 points there, but they haven't turned off the pressure.
They certainly have not. And Zabini struggling to get the ball in bounds, but does get it into Spadafino. East Brunswick showing that intense defensive style once again on man, really putting pressure on the ball regardless of where it is. And a strong rebound that time for East Brunswick as Einerfeld gets the ball.
And she is a strong rebounder.
This is Kenny against Spadafino. Nice dish on the wing, Papadilla no good. And the rebound comes to Rothman.
Papadilla a little surprised to get that ball. Kenny with a nice pass.
And Breen with a nice tie-up as Cannon checks back in for East Brunswick, replacing Breen, who sits down with a dozen. 27 seconds to go in the third period. East Brunswick leading 39-21. 4 points thus far in this period for Oldbridge. McBride has it. Kenny. McBride with the three.
Yes.
All net. So Nikki McBride now with 6 points, and East Brunswick with a 42-21 edge. 15 seconds to play third period. Let's see if Oldbridge gets an opportunity at a shot. Sporer with 8 seconds. Inside now, Whiteson. Spadafino, 3 seconds. Long-range jumper, Sporer no good. Rebound to East Brunswick. And that's going to be all for period number 3. So East Brunswick with a commanding 42-21 lead as the Bears outscore the Knights 16-4 in that third period.
And that's the type of team this Bear team is becoming. And Pete, let's just take a look at them right now. Several games back, they played Piscataway. Probably the most shocking loss in the history of, certainly since Reggie Carney's been coaching. A 52-25 loss to Piscataway. They 22 unanswered points by the Chiefs. They went 12 minutes and 54 seconds and scored 1 point. And I couldn't even dream of something like that in my sleep for a Reggie Carney team. But they came back, they bounced back, beat a very talented Westfield team in the last minute. Tore it over a J.P. Stevens team, and then they came on and beat Bishop R in overtime, 56-55. So this team has a lot of heart. I mean, to be at that low point that they were with Piscataway and to come back and do the job they have done at this point is something else. And Bishop R had beaten them earlier in the year, 63-50. So it says something in and of itself.
Well, those losses to Bishop R and Piscataway, and those three teams, Bishop R, Piscataway, and East Brunswick, go likely the three that will battle for the GMC title this year, again, we should say. Oldbridge with the ball as we begin period number 4, and at this point it seems like the only thing to be decided is the final score. East Brunswick taking command in that third period as Oldbridge just trying to find a good shot, which has been a struggle for most of this game. Vicchio with a long-range jumper can't hit it. Nice save in bounds by Matthews. And Oldbridge will reset. Matthews side court, no good. Good rebound by Whiteson, who puts it back up, but she was off balance and really could have landed, set herself, and put the shot up, but she didn't do so.
Exactly. Just the tendency to rush it. And, well, with good reason, because they expect the Bear, if they don't see one in sight, they expect one to be there pretty soon.
Rebound for East Brunswick.
Einerfeld once again.
This is Cannon. Tries to get it inside. She did it the shot, just showing how unselfish she is as she was passing off for a better shot. That's another mark of this East Brunswick team. unselfishness all the way around.
No doubt about it. And I can't say you can coach that kind of stuff. It's either the type of players you have.
It's the type of players you have, and it's the system you put them in. Long-range jumper is Cannon sinks, and she now has 8 points. Second in scoring for the Bears this evening, Kristen Breen leads the way with 12. Vicchio facing the double team, gets it off to Roseanne. And East Brunswick putting some pressure on. Matthews with a side court shot, no good, but Innerfeld with a rebound. And East Brunswick starting to do better off the glass in half number 2, certainly. Cannon looks, thinks about it, and is in traffic. Papanier with the turnaround, no good. Owen a rebound, right back up, no good, and Oldbridge with a rebound. It's 2-on-1, 3-on-2 if they hurry, but well off the mark. And again, another situation where the open players not getting set and not being under control when they shoot.
Time and time again, and it's just amazing how some teams are known for things. Oldbridge, good cross-country teams, good track teams for the Lady Knights, good soccer teams, but a combined record of 11-28 for both Cedar Ridge and Oldbridge girl basketball, and just not a basketball playing town.
Yeah,
not for the ladies anyway.
Right, well, there's no question about it. It's been shown in a lot of sports in a lot of towns where they have great rec programs and great, essentially, development programs, and when you get a tradition like East Brunswick has now, there are a lot of young girls in the East Brunswick schools who want to grow up and play for the Bears basketball team.
They want to be a Lady Bear, no doubt about it. You can check programs like St. Bart's where they're lined up and ready to go.
Absolutely, and that's the essence of a good program, really, in any sport. Racing the other way, Vicchio gets the roll. She really banked that one up hard. Vicchio now with 6. Bears leading 44-23. Vicchio now coming the other way. 5:45 to play. Breen takes it away. 2 3-on-none. Oriole with a layup. No good on the 3-on-none. Rebound put back is good by McBride.
I'll tell you, Oriole 2 wide open. 3-on-none, as you pointed out, and it was just too fat.
Yeah, sometimes you start thinking this is just too easy, but good play by McBride to be ready for the rebound. That's the way that Oldbridge should have been breaking the pressure the whole game, but that was not the case. And now Roseanne turns it over in another break. Here's Breen. Nice underhand move. Sneaking underneath the defense. Breen out with 14.
And it's just sort of fun watching Breen play. You talk about unselfish, but skilled. I mean, we'll pass the ball off. We'll go up with either hand. We'll shoot the 3. We'll drive. Just a complete ball player.
She is indeed. This is ball toss for Matthews, as Oldbridge will try to show things that they can build on for the next game, and Whiteson gets one to roll around and in. She has 5. It's 48-25 East Brunswick, 4:35 to play in the 4th. Near steal, but Anson has a nice bounce pass, but a little bit low for Oriole, who fights to pick it up and then gets whistled as she is fouled. So good hands shown that time by Oriole as she was able to pick up that ball. And Reggie Carney will take a timeout. 4:29 to go in the 4th period. East Brunswick with a commanding 48-25 lead, and it seems like the defense backing off just a little bit now for East Brunswick. And let's hear what Carney has to say.
You're running a 2-step straight line trying to get open. There's no V-cut backdoor. There's no, again, attack the back of the head, swim move out to meet the basketball. We're just standing there. This is an opportunity of a lifetime to just execute footwork fundamentals and get backdoors or wide open give and go cuts. And that's why we're turning the ball over, because we're not doing footwork fundamentals. We're not, again, V-cutting. You're running eyes, you're running straight lines, you're making no attempt to attack, go out, backdoor. We're not doing any movement to that. Let's go.
It is basketball education with every timeout with Reggie Carney.
Well, the thing, he's a teacher. He's an educator, I should say, and he doesn't just doesn't stop in the classroom. His classroom is his court here, and he's educating all the time, teaching all the time.
And he is one of the better teachers around, no doubt about that.
410 victories right now, and that's unheard of in any kind of sport.
And counting. Oriole sinks the first free throw. She now has 8 points on the game, 2 of 2 from the line. averaging 6 points a game. It's just 40% from the line, but she's 2 of 2, and I thought I would jinx her there, but I didn't, so she now has 9.
And I'll tell you, one of the higher scoring games for Oriole. She doesn't have to score. She just has to be a force on the board, but has 9 points tonight.
Rosant looking to get it down low for Spaltoff. Drops it for Rosant. Nice give and go that time as Rosant comes up with the bucket. She has 8. It's 50-27 East Brunswick. East Brunswick can afford to be patient now and look for the good shot. And there's Breen cutting through the lane, up
mercy,
and in.
Mercy.
Breen now with 16 and a nice cut through the lane. Vicchio taking her time now. We're more than halfway through this 4th period, and Breen with an ear steal, but could not come up with it. And East Brunswick at this point just wanting to play smart the rest of the way and make sure that they finish this game in a groove. Started off very sloppily for the Bears. It was 17-10 after the first, and then more than halfway through the second period, East Brunswick had just a 19-17 lead, but the Bears closed with a 7-0 run to make it 26-17, and they came out the third period firing on all cylinders and opened things up to a 20-plus point lead, and now East Brunswick with a 25-point lead with 3:20 to play in the 4th. Rosant with a turnaround, no good, and Cannon with a rebound. And East Brunswick doing a much better job on the boards in the second half
No
as well.
doubt about it. And that's not from just getting up there. That's from boxing out.
Breen with a turnaround.
Oh, mercy.
Good. It counts at a foul, and she does it again.
She does it all.
So Breen with 18 will have an opportunity for the 3-point play with 3:05 to play. And a couple of substitutions now as Interfeld and Kenny check back in.
And we got a timeout here. And I'll tell you, if we can look over at Ken Buxbaum, again, we talked about his first year with the Knights, and as you pointed out, Pete, not always so easy. Everybody thinking that you're combining 2 teams together there, but he's got to bring kids together and then make them understand the system as well. He's been 19 years he spent at Madison Central, had some unfortunate luck this year. One of the main starters that he expected, Cheryl Wina, blew out her knee in soccer, and so he didn't have her this year. So he had, in addition to bringing everyone together, he lost one of his starters, would-be starters. So it's been a tough year for him, but you got to believe over the years, as the chemistry gets together, that he's going to develop something there at Old Bridge.
And truth be told, a lot of teams struggle when they play East Brunswick. Plain and simple. East Brunswick is such a talented team and have this system down pat and know exactly what they're doing, that a lot of teams come in and struggle and sometimes feel a little bit overwhelmed by what they're facing, especially with a pressure defense. Breen completes the 3-point play, and she will take a seat with 19 points as Stacy Baylog checks into the game. Baylog is a 5'5" junior.
And Breen is out. I'm sure she's gone for the night and has done a fine all-around job.
All in a night's work. This is Spadafino. Side court for Whiteson, who comes up for Spaltoff. And East Brunswick still playing them and defense, but not quite as aggressively as the Bears were playing earlier. And Old Bridge turns it over one more time. And now another substitution is Heather Wells checks into the game, a 5'5" junior, as Amy Hansen checks out with 5, including a tray. 2:40 to play in the ball game. Kenny for Baylog. Down low. Nice move by Papadea, but she gets rejected by Whiteson, but a good move by Papadea and showing some good potential.
And Papadea's junior, she'll be back.
Just has to learn how to finish on that play,
That's
but
right.
a nice move. Shows you how players can pick up moves as they go along, and that's a move that some players never learn. As Sporer sinks her first bucket of the game.
And she had that ball crawl over the basket.
This is Wells driving and drawing the foul with 2:07 to play.
Reaching by Sporer. Sporer made the basket, a little excited, came down the other end and committed a foul.
So an opportunity to get on the board for Heather Wells, as Joe Rothman will check back into the game for Old Bridge. 54-29. East Brunswick leading. And the second half has been all Bears. First free throw short of the mark, rebound battered about. And it's Rothman up with it. Roseanne up front for Zabini. She's in trouble. Back to Roseanne, less than 2 minutes to play. Old Bridge finally starting to show a little bit of patience, but a little bit late. As Sporer gets the board and throws up the one-hander. She now has 4. Well, I'm not sure if
semi-hook shot.
That was a wing and a prayer, but it was 2 points either way. Tapping it down low, looks for the move this time. She won't get it and kicks it back out to Wells, who regains the handle. Baylog in the paint with a jumper, no good. Einerfeld puts it up, around and in. Her first bucket of the game, East Brunswick leading 56-31 with 1:10 to play. All East Brunswick in the second half. Here's Roseanne with a drive, around and out.
Nice strong move, though.
It was, and Whiteson can't get it. East Brunswick with the board with 1 minute to play. This is Wells in the front court. Long-range jumper. And that will mean 2 shots for Stacy Baylog, who is crushed as she released the ball.
Stacy Baylog's used to it, though. She's an all-county field hockey player, so she's taking some bumps and bruises, and so this is lightweight compared to what goes out there on that field.
So she can appreciate that physical style of play.
No doubt about it.
Opportunity for her to get on the board. First free throw attempt of the season, and it's good. So Baylog with her first point. Averaging 2 a ball game. And she can't hit the second. But the rarely called lane violation, you got to wonder about that.
I'll tell you, with the
26-point game with 54 seconds to go.
Let's get out of here.
I think they should have a running clock at this point, and Baylog takes advantage and hits the second. So this matches the biggest lead of the game for East Brunswick, 27 points. This is Sporer spinning off to Zabini. It's Whiteson with a short-range jumper, no good. And Wells fighting for the basketball. They call a jump ball, and the possession goes to Old Bridge. 39 seconds to play. It'll be Sporer to trigger from underneath her own basket. And the side court jumper by Matthews, no good. Rebound batted around, and another jump ball. This time the possession arrow to East Brunswick with 34 seconds to play. East Brunswick can do whatever it wants now, run out the clock or look for a bucket. Baylog on the wing, looking inside, can't get it there. Wells into the lane, drives, puts it up. Good, it counts at a foul.
I tell you, I thought she dipped the shoulder, but
yes,
Heather Wells, she did dip the shoulder, but got away with it. And she'll go to the line to try for the three-point play.
I guess if you can get the defense moving its feet,
right,
you've got a shot at that call, and apparently that was the case as she sinks the free throw. So
also,
Wells with 3.
Also helps if the offside official calls it as well.
That's true. Very, very true. 31-point lead as Old Bridge has been doubled up, 62-31. 12 seconds to play. And the Knights should think about just holding on to that basketball, although they don't do that. East Brunswick with the rebound, 5 seconds to play. Ahead, it's Baylog, can't sink it. And the ball game comes to an end. So East Brunswick with his 62-31 victory, and despite, Phil, as we talked about, the sluggish first half, a very impressive second half and a solid victory for East Brunswick.
Well, we sort of knew that would happen. They have the ability to do that. As Reggie mentioned early on, we think they still had trails of that Bishop R victory still in their head, and we knew the second half they would come on and turn it on. As for the, if you're an Old Bridge Knight fan, take heart. I think after Jen Razant, everybody else that are underclassmen. So you got some people that possibly can develop and be good players for you down the road. But before you close up, Pete Haskell, I want to say thanks for coming and bailing us out here. Of course, you're no stranger to Channel 8, and I noticed that you're a big-timer now, no longer at WCTC Radio, but WCBS Radio. Congratulations.
And of Channel 8 as well.
Okay, great.
Phil, nice working with you.
Good.